I started my own garden last year for the first time from seeds. I was completely amazed that something so small, a speck you could lose between your fingers, could become something living and fruitful. I was blown away by God's genius design. There are so many spiritual lessons in a garden, and one that struck me early on is that a seed has to break open for life inside it to grow. The shell must surrender. The structure has to give way. Without that breaking, nothing germinates. Nothing becomes what it was created to be. And isn't that true with our walk with Christ? It's often in the dying to self, the surrendering of our selfishness, our pride, our illusions of control, that the real breaking happens, allowing God to grow something new inside of us. My seasons of brokenness, loss, and disappointment were the very seasons that drove me to cling to Him, to dive deeper into His Word, to spend more time on my knees talking to Him and letting Him mold me into something that looks more like Him. John 12:24 says, I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. I saw the truth of that the first time I spoke to a group of young gymnasts about my anorexia journey. I told them how I had hit rock bottom and how it was at the bottom on the bathroom floor when I let go of trying to control my situation, that God met me and saved me. Afterwards, several of the young gymnasts came up to me and quietly admitted that they, too, were struggling and wanted to know how they could move forward free from this addiction. In that moment, I realized God was using my brokenness, not to shame me, but to glorify Him and to draw others toward healing. Even when the sowing is done with tears, when the soil feels hard and the season feels long, I can fully trust that God is using the seeds of our brokenness and the realization of our need for a Savior to bring forth a beautiful bounty for His kingdom. So here's the question that I will leave with you today. What part of your life is God inviting you to break open so that He can grow something new and fruitful in its place?
For more inspiration, visit lifestreams.org.